I haven't really felt like writing anything, so I said, why not just not write at all? How about I just spill words out of my mouth and hope it makes sense? It might, I don't know. One thing that's been right on the edge of my brain has been the idea that rhythm games in general are not very good. Like I don't enjoy many rhythm games at all. I spend hours and hours and hours of my life making rhythm game charts that I enjoy. I enjoy my own charts, but I just don't like the I don't like the experience of other people's charts, generally speaking. And this includes like different formats as well, where it's like, I've been to there's an arcade nearby where I've been to a few times, and they have a huge rhythm game section. It's pretty cool. I think I've tried just about all of them. Aside from the ones that are like really involved or they look kind of annoying. So I didn't. I tried things like Beat Mania. I tried things like Sound. What is it? Sound Vortex. I think I tried the Chuba the CH one, the one that looks like a keyboard. I can maybe pull a picture of it up. I really don't know how to say it. And I played the, I think it's Chrono Circle. It's pretty neat. It's a little circle controller. Got buttons all over it. Pretty hard, actually. And, despite trying all these different things, there was common experiences like, this isn't very engaging. I do not feel engaged with what I'm listening to. There are some specific instances where it's like this one song was done really well, and so that's fun. I enjoy that. But like 90% of the content in these games is just kind of bleh. Like I don't feel it. So then I kind of wonder, so what is the difference between the stuff that other people make that I don't like and the stuff that I make that I do like? And it made me think about like, well, what is the main problem that I tend to have with other rhythm game charts? Because like I make charts for Eterna, which is like Stepmania basically, but I don't play anybody else's stuff. I don't care to. It's like it's not fun. It's either like too easy and too bland, or it's way too hard and way too technical. There's like no middle ground. Now, I am admittedly not very good at rhythm games, but I don't know. I feel like there should be something else. And I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, where does this come from? I think there's a very key distinction that you can make between somebody that charts with like technical accuracy in mind. Like they put notes on each drum kick, they put notes for this sound all the time. They do things this way. It's very structured, very ordered, very um I don't know, predictable, I guess. But then when I go over and I look at my charts, I I can see and feel that there's some kind of like there's like a logical disconnect where I'm not doing the most accurate thing that you could do. I am, sticking very close to the song that I'm charting, but it's not like super detailed. And if I feel like an element interferes with the feeling of playing the chart, I just don't use it. Like I just ignore it. And so conceptually on paper that feels very inconsistent because it's like, well, here I charted that part, but then over here I didn't. But when you actually play it, it's like it's a whole different thing. Like you're not even paying attention to that part of it. You just feel that things are going from A to B, from beginning to end, in a very smooth forward way. And I don't think anybody even notices when I do that, when I like just inconsistently chart something like that. And so to me, I think the biggest factor in why rhythm games kind of suck is because people don't really, they don't really like, how do I word this without sounding like mean? It's like they don't even like understand the music that they're charting. Because like when I'm listening, I'm like, here, I can hear all the like the emphasis points. It's like this part is emphasized, this part's important, this part's background, this part's, whatever. But then when I'm playing other people's charts and I try to like map it, like it doesn't match up. Like they chart things that I feel like are background, and they like go back and forth between the background and like the foreground, and it's like it confuses me. I don't like it. And part of me wonders if that's why rhythm games are just so like they're still niche. Like Dance Dance Revolution blew up. A lot of people played that. And arguably, the charts for Dance Dance Revolution were terrible. But I don't think that didn't really matter to anybody. People liked DDR because they were moving to music in a predictable fashion that could be scored. And so it didn't have to line up perfectly. It didn't have to be technically accurate. It just had to be fun to move to the music. And so I think that's where a lot of rhythm games kind of fall flat, is they aim for technical accuracy, but they totally miss the point of music entirely. Which is like music isn't a technical exercise. It's like a sensory experience. It's an auditory ride. It's an emotional roller coaster. I don't know. It's not very technical, whatever it is. It's more artistic than it is I don't know, scientific. Whatever the opposite of artistic is. And so then I'm left thinking that, maybe a lot of people just don't like rhythm games because, well, one, they're too hard. And even when they're dumbed down, like people don't even like match the music, like the mood of the music. Even when I make charts that are for keyboard, okay, all you're doing is pushing buttons. That's it. And I still look at that as like a type of choreography. All right, I am planning out and structuring what types of motions go where and what types of, visual flows lead to what. And so it's all thought through. Okay, it's not just like, here, I'm going to put this pattern here and this pattern here. I want it all to be a cohesive experience from beginning to end, and I want it to feel like the chart and the music are like inseparable. They have to belong together. I aim for that feeling where when I look at it and I watch it, I'm like, yes, this is a visual representation of what the song is. This is what the song would look like if it looked like anything. And so perhaps that's the part that's missing from a lot of rhythm games. It's the emotion, the artistry, the soul. Many rhythm games feel too technical, and honestly, the only charts that I feel like playing most of the time are my own. I don't even want to play anybody else's because I can open mine and know that I made sure it matched as closely as possible to the the tone and the mood and the energy of the song. And maybe I'm just like a weirdo. I don't know. I just think that I think that rhythm games are too technical and people need to loosen up a little bit. Another thing that really annoyed me was it's the idea that like when you make a pack of charts, the expectation is that everything is done by the time you release. And that's a lot of pressure, man. You gotta go through and you gotta look through everything, you gotta make sure there are no errors, you gotta double check everything. It's like, oh goddamn. So, recently I decided that I wanted to just double check everything that I've made and add some lower difficulties for people that don't really play rhythm games at all. And instead of, putting them in a pack like I normally would and putting that somewhere, I decided I would just use GitHub instead. And that way I can upload things as I finish them. People can, report issues. GitHub is a really good issue reporting system. I separated all like the, I separated things by rhythmic complexity rather than difficulty. So it's like you got 4 tiers where tier 1 is like the really predictable stuff that's, pretty easy to follow along with. And then you got up to tier 4, which is like the schizo patterns where like musicians just use whatever fucking snap they want, whatever weird increment they feel like. And that's been nice because I can just like, fix one up and then upload it and there I'm done. And I don't have to like worry that much about it or, be a perfectionist all the time. If there's an issue, I can just, use GitHub and push an update and voila, it's fixed. So yeah, I'll just put the link for that in the description if you're curious at all. You can read my really long readme full of babbling. I don't have a proper ending in mind. Haven't really felt like writing anything, but I figured that I should probably make something. And I thought, well, I might as well try just talking about something without a script and see how that goes. Don't really have anything else to say on the subject, at least for now. Perhaps next time I will rant for 20 minutes, 30 minutes even, about a game that I've been playing that has got me addicted. I don't understand, but maybe I can figure it out. Until next time, I suppose.